Hello superstars, welcome back on board. This is the Federation Druid ship Earth 1 and this is Project Bluestar 2000 to 2012. We're going to head back down to Earth Sanctuary World Nature Centre for some activities down there on Project Bluestar, and we're going to have a bit of a look and see what these superstars are up to. I don't recommend doing this by itself, but I've just cracked my tooth, which isn't very friendly, and the back of my tooth there, but it's cutting the back of my tongue, and the only way I can quickly stop it, it's about midnight and I'm still at work, so I need to somehow just grate it down a little bit with this guy. That's the good old handy Swiss Army tool. We've been flogged tonight, and we've been running around doing all sorts of jobs out of town, dealing with aggressive patients. It's the second patient I've been kicked in the last 2 hours. But anyway, that's what I'm trying to do. It's just snapped off at the back there, maybe. You can actually see it. And it's cutting the fuck out of my tongue. That'll feel a little bit better. Nothing like the trusty Swiss Army tool. That's just a bit of a grater tool there, I don't know if you can see it. Anyway, I better get back to work. This is Federation TV for the 16th, it's probably now the 17th day of January. I hope you're having fun. My tongue's swollen, it's not very friendly. Goodbye. Exactly right, that wasn't very friendly, and I don't recommend that to anyone, but if you are in the middle of the night, it's midnight, and you cannot achieve the necessary dental treatment that you do require to continue operations wherever you may be, you may need to take such it's not a drastic resort, but it did work. I can honestly say that it actually did help just a tad. We apologise for the transmission breakup, but we bought our satellites off a diminishing military complex in the US, and obviously having difficulty in retaining the stabilisation within the technical elements within the satellite, so we do apologise for that. We have approximately 5 minutes to go on this transmission, so I better put my dancing shoes on and get moving. We have obviously further news from around the planet in relation to climate change activities for this day of January 19. There's obviously several quakes going on around the world of sizable significance. 5.5 in Vanuatu. The place is still shaken more than a blender, but they are used to it. It's just the increase in density and velocity is causing some concern there for the people of Vanuatu. There's other earthquakes occurred on that day, and feel free to jump on to the site and get a bag of lollies of earthquakes. In Jamaica, the Office of Disaster Preparedness and Emergency Management on Wednesday warned that a serious earthquake in Jamaica is overdue. Where isn't it? Saying that the country has not had a major tremor in 100 years, the limit for the return period. This is true even though the island experiences around about 200 earthquakes both on and offshore each year. We're overdue for an earthquake. You'll find that that's quite true from many regions around the world. Everyone is experiencing an intensity increase of earthquakes around the globe. Our opinion is that the extra weight distribution of the melting ice caps on the planet Earth has to have some effect on the plates underneath the oceans, therefore causing more and more activity on the plates, and therefore the activity on seismically has to increase as well. Freak waves, abnormal tides and rising sea levels. Further information around the globe. The level of the Mediterranean Sea is rising rapidly and could increase by up to 0.5 metre in the next 50 years. Scientists in Spain have warned. It's a good article. Jump onto the site and have a look at that one. In Indonesia, beaches ravaged by 2004 tsunamis is still eroding. In continued studies, researchers are finding that the beaches may continue to shift and change for several more years as the island adjusts both to the tsunami impacts and the sudden drop of some nearby land. It's also a good article in there from Indonesia. There's some tropical storm activity. Cyclone Fauna, which is now 667 nautical miles north of Auckland in New Zealand, so we'll keep track of her as she starts moving around and causing some havoc for the human race. Cyclone Fauna is expected to move to New Zealand between the Norfolk Island and Northland today. The system will bring some very moist air from the tropics. There will be widespread wind and rain on Tuesday, spreading across much of the North Island and into Nelson. The final story for Federation News: for heavy rains and flooding in England, who certainly aren't remote to flooding and some very, very cold weather. January is on course to become the UK's wettest on record. And for the United Kingdom, it's saying something. Experts revealed Friday as householders across the nation were urged to prepare for flooding after 16 days of continuous rain. 16 days of continuous rain. 16 days of continuous rain. It's not an echo. Temperatures will be several degrees above average for January at around 12 to 14 degrees because the weather front slowly moving across Wales originates from the tropics. So further news for the United Kingdom ain't so crash hot. These are major populated areas around the planet Earth, and they need to seriously start looking at what measures the good people of the United Kingdom can make in preparing for a very, very different future of climate change around not just their region but around the world. And we have to remember that climate change will affect the economy and bring drastic changes to these very, very sensitive industries. There is one species that is indeed more endangered than any other, and that would be the human race. So keep that in mind for future transmissions. We hope your preparedness is going well. This is a Galactic Federation transmission for the good people of planet Earth and for legends around. Take care, guys. Enjoy yourselves. Have fun.